We are the Coin Boys, your average, everyday gaming, crypto, and technology bros. I am your best host ever for this show.
I immediately take offense.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I'm going to take it.
I'm just new here.
Yeah.
So.
Daniel Gutierrez at dgutierrez84. And as you can see, we have someone new here. To my left.
Hi, hello, I'm Ree.
And where can they find you, Ree?
You can find me on Twitch as Reanimator, same on Twitter.
That is a great twist on your name. I love it.
Reanimator. I love old school horror movies.
So
That's a
are
great
we going to
movie.
play the Reanimate Your Feet song later?
Oh my god.
Oh, and I forgot, because she snorts. This is why I liked her.
Is that why I got a
This is why I was like, you know what? I'm going to follow her. And to her left, we of course have.
It is Aaron, a.k.a. Sanity, at Sanity Crypto on the Twitter and the Instagrams and all that good
It's
stuff.
awesome. So,
Yeah.
as you can notice, for those of you who do notice this kind of thing, Andy isn't here. He got a job. He's going to be using his knowledge of gaming and history and everything to cure cancer. That's what he's going to do.
Yes, he's got a job working for a nonprofit that is that helps collect money for cancer research and everything, and he's going to be helping the video games division there. So
definitely give him
using his video game powers for good.
Absolutely,
Rather than
as
evil.
should be done. Give him a follow at producer BTW, at producer by the way, because he will be reaching out for people who want to help with that. So definitely check
we'll be
that
doing
out.
some stuff on the show. We'll be trying to help our.
He'll be coming in and out
locally.
on the show. He still has his hand in the show. I'll be trying to toss him some surprises just because he's not here. And when Daddy's gone, the son gets to play, right?
That's right.
All right.
So yeah, I'd say just to start it off, I mean, we have obviously the newest boy
newest
joining
coin
us
boy.
here. So yes, it's the coin tomboy.
I am.
Ree.
That's perfect.
That's right.
I am
Oh,
a
okay.
tomboy, so that's actually
That's right.
perfect.
We'll go
So
with that.
tell us a little bit about yourself. What's your background in gaming?
Oh gosh, so I've been gaming since 1988, 89.
Nice.
Started on a Commodore playing
Oh, yeah.
Frogger and Missile Command.
Oh yeah.
My first console was an SNES.
Oh, really?
So I got it for my 7th birthday, and I was super pumped.
Oh yeah.
Begged for it.
So good.
Yeah. So I don't know. I've been gaming a really long time. I'm from a small town in Oklahoma, so on the weekends we would go to the video store, not Blockbuster. We didn't even know what that was. And you would just rent every game they had in stock and play all of them.
I miss those days, going down to the local video store and getting a game.
Yeah.
You know, people, they talk crap about it, right? People are like, oh, God, going down to the store. I was like, that was fun. You're like, we're going to order
yeah.
pizza. We don't even know what you want. You just go to the video store and you're like, oh, look at this. This looks
is
terrible.
available.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
There's so many old games I played that now I look back on, I'm like, I wonder if anybody else remembers this game, because I'm sure it was horrible, but I loved it.
Yeah.
You know, I was
Yeah.
happy playing anything.
Well, I'm integrating more into the retro gaming community, and it's insane how much they're just like all the rare ones. There's games like an SNES game of Knights of the Round is going for $150 on eBay and stuff. It's like,
It's crazy.
and I had it.
How much is T2 for NES going for? I gotta figure
T2 for
Yes,
Oh,
that's
God.
correct.
There's
T2 for
actually
NES.
like a database that shows you like the value of like how many were made and stuff like that. So it's
I'm in.
yeah, it's crazy.
Wow. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely, I'm
we'll
very happy
probably
to be
see
here.
be seeing you a lot more in the future. Trust me. So guys, you should follow her, check it out, follow us all.
Yes,
And-
follow
and
us all.
Number one, most importantly, be sure to like, subscribe on YouTube, on Facebook, on DLive. If your grandmother has a monitor on her forehead, we're streaming on it. I promise. Just press her nose.
Thanks, Mobcrush. Powered by Mobcrush.
We're definitely powered by Mobcrush.
right.
They're able to get us going. And of course, behind the ones and twos, we have Sam Proof.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? I didn't put my own mic in front of my own face. You
yeah,
guys are
it's okay.
perfect, though. There you go.
It's all right. He's got a lot of
We need to see
lot of
your
moving
moneymaker,
parts
buddy.
over with Sam right now. So
How was your weekend, buddy?
Busy. I don't even remember what happened. My in-laws
Same.
are in town, and it was just like nonstop.
Life
do
is a blur.
things. Go,
see, when
go,
you first
go.
said that, I was like, were you just drunk? Because you're like in-laws.
Wish.
It happens.
Drunk now.
Excellent.
I know.
Well, guys, let's go ahead and let's get into it because we got a lot to talk about today.
Yeah, there was a lot of news that happened.
Now, I do want to, before we get into the next thing, remind everybody, we started off as a crypto podcast, which you can find us on iTunes, Spotify,
Goes deep.
Google Play, goes real deep. But we're trying to bridge the gap. And today we have a lot of heavy gap bridging today. That's a
And that's where Ree
adjective or a
helps
verb.
too. She is not very well versed in crypto, so she's here to help play the "What are you guys talking about?" game. So if we say anything that's above your head, I mean, please let us know because we want to introduce some of our newer audience.
And
into
also,
crypto
while
stuff.
we're doing this, I can see you're streaming. I can see everybody saying, "What's up, everybody?" On
Through the
Mobcrush. So
Mobcrush. Yep.
please let us know if you have any questions while we're going to. So without further ado, let's get into Block News. All right, everybody. So starting off, we have our first crypto news of the day, Binance.
Ooh,
You are best friends with
okay.
the man who runs Binance, Aaron. So please tell me.
So Binance is, I know it's for our crypto people that are watching, you guys have been hearing this left and right, but it's still a little bit of controversy. So Binance is one of the largest exchanges in the world, if not the largest exchange, where people trade their crypto, their altcoins, their shit coins, there are all kinds of different cryptocurrencies you can trade there. And they've had have some hacking attempts before, but now there was somebody has mentioned that they did hack their KYC, which is their Know Your Customer data.
Now, is this something for that gamers know about KYC?
I don't know if any...
Like, I know they do it because I had to do it.
KYC is mostly for money transferring services to know your customer, because it also goes in with AML, anti-money laundering systems. Have you ever had to do a KYC for any kind of gaming online account?
Not yet, but I'm aware.
Battle.net. When World of Warcraft, if you got locked out of your Battle.net, you had to do basically a KYC kind of proof where it's like, hold up your own ID or your passport with a note saying battle.net in front of your face and smiling or something. And so it's very similar how you do the KYC.
And the truth is, I kind of see KYC as anything where you have to give any personal data at all. But obviously KYC goes really deep into, you got your face, you got your pictures, you got your real information right in front of you. But really, this is something that goes through any website you're susceptible of.
Well, yeah, I mean, you put information on almost every website you go to, whether it's whether you type it in or not, they're collecting your damn data, which is its own problem. But these people are voluntarily going on to Binance, and you can only trade, a certain limit per day. Like, you can only withdraw $1,000 per day unless you prove your identity. And then when you do it, you can now you can take out $10,000 a day, and you can go through an even further process to transfer $100,000 a day. So there's different levels of how much data you give them. But it is for safety for them, to make sure there isn't a lot of criminal activity happening, all that stuff. So everybody was posting, Binance needs to be responsible. And he said the head guy was my friend, CZ.
Shout out to CZ.
Yes, shout out. Changpeng Zhao is the CEO of Binance. And I was lucky enough that he started following me on Twitter when he only followed like less than 50 people. Now he follows about 500 people, so a lot more people.
So you're not special anymore, dude?
It's all right. I've had that follow for over a year.
I was waiting for the dinner invite, like Warren Buffett and Tron.
Yeah, so Binance did release a statement after they got all the accusations. They came out and said, we watermark all of our information. So if it gets leaked out, it says watermarked Big Binance on there. So, and all of this came from when they used a third-party company to collect people's data for the KYC, and this was early 2018, I believe it was February or March 2018. So it was like a short time frame. Still a lot of KYC information out there, but none of it was watermarked. So these hackers got on Telegram and started posting all this stuff. Here's this guy and his passport, this guy, this girl, this guy, posting all these people's information. And they were requesting 350 Bitcoin, which is about that's about 4 million now or something. It was 3.5 at the time. I think it was around 10K, 3.5 million. So that's what they wanted to ransom. And Binance said, go F yourselves. And so they're saying it isn't that. So they could have hacked a third party company. They could have hacked anybody and said it was Binance, just trying to put the squeeze on them because they know they got the funds to pay. So far, they're calling FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Binance is, and then other people are still trying to be accusatory.
So this is my warning to you gamers out there, and why we push for blockchain technology, why we really want this to happen. In fact, we got Rene SDK saying he only knew about KYC because where he works, which is a law firm.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So that makes a lot of sense. Blockchain, if you decentralize things, which is the whole point of which is one of the big points of blockchain technology, is being able to decentralize everything. It makes it that much harder to hack. It makes it that much harder to leak. And if it does leak, not as much gets attacked at any given point because it's spread out throughout many computers around the world. Have you been? I know PS4 had a Sony had a hack like a while back.
Oh man,
I've had some stuff happening recently actually with my accounts through I think it's through Epic, like that I got an email from PlayStation specifically.
I heard about that one too.
Yeah,
what are the details? Yeah.
Well, I just started getting emails about it and I haven't even had time to deal with it yet, so I'm kind of freaking out. But yeah, I'm like, it's like your Epic password changed, this changed, that changed. I'm like, I didn't do any.
Oof.
Like usually it's like, yeah, I did that, and this time I'm like, no, I didn't do any of this. So yeah.
See, blockchain, guys, it will help us. But this is an example of when the exchanges are still not on the blockchain.
It's a centralized entity. It's like if you decentralize it, he's right. It's harder. Like it's hard. You can't hack something decentralized because more than 51% of people control the power of that ledger, that blockchain. Once you have something centralized, they have the control. So it's a single point of
100%.
failure. And again, that's where it comes into trust. Do I trust Binance to keep some of my funds safe? For a certain extent, yeah, but anything that's on the internet is vulnerable. Anything can be taken. There is nothing that is completely unhackable, whether John McAfee, that crazy a-hole, says so or not. That was from another thing he did as an advertisement.
That
for
guy is interesting.
A storage wallet, but yeah, he's very interesting.
Yeah, and Andy almost, when we interviewed him, Andy almost gave him my phone number, and I went, no, you're not going to give my phone number. But he's an interesting guy. Anyways,
Crazy cat.
moving on. Last week we talked about Patriot Act, Hassan Minaj, and us. So I'd like to kind of tail end on that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But Patriot Act, Hassan Minaj talked about how game developers are kind of getting shafted, and pretty much anybody else working under the game company. Oh my gosh, why am I forgetting it? Rockstar, we got Epic. What are they called?
Game developers, game publishers. Yeah,
publishers. There we go.
There's layers. There's levels.
They're getting shafted. But Rockstar just announced that because of all this backlash, all game testers are now considered full-time.
Yeah, that's there's been a lot of this stuff actually going on. This backlash, and it's gone into other industries as well, that considering somebody who works for you over a certain amount of time as an independent contractor consistently is now becoming unlawful. So including in the state, especially in the state of California, we do a lot of, we like to pull the trigger first around here.
As much as possible.
But,
do you know any game testers by chance? Do you know any?
I actually had a friend who used to be a game tester at Rockstar, but he's now full time at Lego Gaming. So
well, then there you go.
Nothing wrong with that. Those are fun.
I had a friend. His name was Cheeto, and yeah, it's a good name.
Tasty.
Yeah.
You guys in the same gang?
No, no, fucker. Anyways, so he used to when we were in high school, he used to do game testing out here for, I think it was Blizzard or Epic, I don't forget who was out here, and he would work the craziest hours.
Oh, QA gets freaking railed a lot of times.
I was just
Unless
so
you
shocked.
shine, you're never going to get promoted.
Wow.
People say it makes you hate games.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I don't ever want to hate games.
and that's why I don't work at In-N-Out. I don't want to hate hamburgers.
Do you know the managers at In-N-Out make an average of like $140,000 a year?
Yeah.
Yeah, they make really good money.
Yeah,
They do.
and benefits and all that stuff.
And their employees make really good money. They're supposedly some of the happiest employees.
Yeah, they even though they're part-time, they get insurance, they get all that
I
stuff.
wrote a paper on it in
Nice.
college.
I worked at a traditional restaurants for a decade, and I should have been flipping burgers and
You
working my
should
way to
have.
management, because that's that sweet In-N-Out money right
And they
there.
also have the best family picnics with unlimited In-N-Out double doubles, which I've been to on a couple occasions.
So I'm really hungry now.
Wow.
Guys. I'm always
I
hungry,
want-
but I'm especially hungry
I
in
know.
this
Oh
moment.
my gosh.
But no, I did some like independent like focus testing in games and stuff like that. Like Activision would always say like, "Hey, come out and play a game for 3 hours. We'll give you $80 and all the pizza you can eat." And I was like, "Okay, that's so."
And
yeah.
he would tell me that they would give him whatever he wants. Like they would keep him in the room.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let him leave the room until he got
they need
every
a certain
bug.
amount of hours,
Wow.
or they need to figure out a bug. Like a bug was found, they need to be repeatable. You need to keep trying and trying. So you're sitting there running into one corner of a room, trying to go through the wall again for like an hour and a half, and you think you're going crazy, and then you'll make it happen, and you log everything. You try to do it again, and it won't happen. And that's what drives people nuts. Is you have to repeat the bugs so they can find the bug generally, or
Right.
at least get the same instance so that the coders can go track it down and try to squash it and everything. It's crazy, but the full-time testers, I think this is great news.
Yeah.
I think it's really good.
So moment of silence for those who have fallen by testing our games for us. Okay, we're good.
Okay, good.
Thank you, by the way, for all the game testers out there.
well-
I wanted to be you.
I know.
legitimately
Me
wanted
too.
to be you.
And before we move on to the next one, I see in the chat right there, one of the people said two-factor authentication on everything. I would like to say bravo, sir, or ma'am. I think that is absolutely
Oh, yeah.
true. Two-factor authentication
that's
is
Renee.
He's a sir.
Oh, that's-
I actually know him.
oh,
Oh,
good.
you do?
Yeah.
Well,
nice.
sir.
So what's up,
He lives
man?
in Denmark, and I met him in person when I was in
Awesome
Denmark.
job. Well, yeah, he's absolutely right.
He's
And
awesome.
but the SIM swapping has gotten people with certain 2FA stuff as well.
Yes. So there's a lot of
yeah.
things with two-factor authentication, but it's still better than nothing.
The most solid thing you can do is if you have an old phone, you put 2FA on the old phone. It only hooks up to Wi-Fi. And on your current phone, you do not keep the 2FA there. Now, you have to have your second phone with you whenever you want to use your 2FA. But that way, if somebody SIM swaps you, doesn't matter. They have to take that phone and know either have your biometric or know your login and all that stuff. So
Do you guys use I have my iPhone, but I don't use my thumb. I don't use my
You don't
face.
use the biometric?
I don't use
It doesn't matter if you use your face. If there's a camera on your phone and
I
you do
know.
this, they got your face.
I use my irises on my phone.
Hey, do you
actually.
use-
Yeah, I do use the iris.
Yeah.
I can't.
Scan.
I have to do a finger prick, and then I have to drop my blood in there.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, at the end of the day, I figure if you live in this day and age, if you own any sort of like, especially mobile technology, you're in a system. They know your information. They have your stuff.
They can listen to
You
you,
might
they can
as
see
well
you.
get over it. Like, it's not going to change, and it's only
there's
going to
that,
get worse.
But at least if I didn't give them my permission, I could potentially sue them in small claims court because it won't work as a.
See, I'm far too
big
lazy
lawsuit.
for that. I'm like, screw it. You win. You win.
I know
Take
for
my
me,
life.
I'd be like, class action or nothing. When you're going up against Microsoft and their lawyers, you're like, small claims court, sir.
Thank you.
I know.
I will take you to Judge Judy, and it will be the greatest thing ever.
Oh, Lord. All right, moving on.
Moving on to our next one.
Yeah.
Bumble is getting into the gaming industry. They have created a Fortnite team made up of all female gamers.
That's pretty cool. But it's all going to be like, who wants to bumble into these ladies? These badass
see, like,
ladies. I'm like
this is weird to
a
me.
dating app.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that sets a precedent for a whole other problem. In some ways, I feel like there could have been a better offshoot. Than
I mean,
it could have been a better company, but you know what? Listen, a company did it.
I do appreciate that.
how many
At
all-
least they're sponsored.
How many
Yeah.
all-female teams are there?
I remember back in the day when esports was first starting to get momentum, there was the Frag Dolls was a big one, and then there's other couple like clever names of these chicks that were pretty badass and were crushing people, and it was cool. I mean, as far as I understand, it's divisions are open up to whoever wants to
Yeah.
compete into.
Yeah.
But having a male-only division, female-only division is just fine. I'm all about that too, especially with a daughter. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting that a dating site is the first sponsor.
I personally think it's great because the dating site knows their audience. Like,
Well, that's true too.
Let's be honest.
At
It'll
least
get a bunch
that
of men
is-
to watch, being like, look at the girls that play games.
Oh, this is so painful.
it's gonna
for
be
me.
gross, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be both.
I'm all about representation, but like, there's a reason. I'm also a skater. There's a reason my vest that I wear at the skate park says "Not here to flirt." Like,
Yeah.
I'm there to skate.
You have
I'm
a
not
vest
there
that
to
says
flirt.
that?
Yeah, I have a patch on. It's made by Chicks and Bowls, company I support. But yeah, it says "Not here to flirt" because and I'm the same way with gaming. Like, I used to have that. Like, this isn't a dating app. Don't swipe on me. I'm here to game. I'm here to talk to you guys about that, not to flirt with you. This
Yeah,
isn't
listen. When
Tinder.
you're at work, don't be on Bumble. When you're off of work, then if you're on Bumble
Yeah.
and if you're up for it, go.
Yeah,
go
so
for
I'm
it.
just nervous about the precedent it could set. But as long as they like really, I'm hoping that the women will step up and
Yeah, I could think of a
stick to
lot
their guns.
worse companies that could have tried to
Exactly,
step up there.
exactly. It could be so
Pornhub
much
for
worse.
gaming.
Oh my god. No, let's not even put it out there. You put it out there.
Listen, they already have. I don't know if you're a frequent. No, there it is.
I don't want to get into your
Yes.
personal life,
Would
but I
anybody
don't know
like
how
any
often you
bath
frequent this particular website.
You know what? I go there for the quality.
Your guy just left the chat, by the way.
Bye.
That's- Not here to flirt. Leave.
Down.
I
Sorry,
love it.
Renee.
Thanks, Renee.
But no. Listen. Any kind of I didn't realize because I haven't been in the game for a long time how unbalanced it was male to female. I mean, I kind of always felt that because when I was a kid, I wouldn't let my female cousin play because she kept on dying at Mario level 1.
Because you never let her practice, not because she
I
wasn't
did.
good.
I did. We had
Yeah.
a time on it.
I would let them play in verses because I would
No,
like to destroy everybody.
100% honest, she didn't want to complete the thing because she didn't want to step on the smiling clouds.
Oh.
Hey, listen, my uncle's friend who
Well,
was a man didn't want to jump on the little, what are they? The little ones that look like they're wearing diapers that sometimes fly or jump. You know what I'm talking about? What are their names?
they're not the turtles, right?
No, not the turtles. They're the
Wearing
little ones
diapers
with
that fly?
Well, they look like they have diapers on and they're brown, and specifically
Oh, the Goombas that can fly?
Not,
No, Shy
not
Guy?
the Goombas.
Shy Guy just got a mask.
They're little sideways, and sometimes they take off and run and fly. I know what Goombas are. I can't remember what these guys are called. But my uncle's friend wouldn't jump on them because he was like, they're just little babies. They're wearing diapers.
Listen, I went to E3
Ugh,
and I was playing
Very confused.
I went to E3 and I tested a game. I'm forgetting the name of the game, but it was like almost like a Disney first-person shooter, which is weird.
Donut
Oh.
Plains 3. That's what they're in. Donut Plains 3 on Super Mario.
Is that it?
That's the level?
Yeah, that's the
There we
level.
go.
No, the game you were testing was from 505 Games. I do forget the exact name of the game, but yeah, it was like a very kind of cartoony art style.
I didn't want to shoot anything.
Everything looked
Yeah.
adorable, but they said they did that for a reason. You're like, I felt bad. This little like chickeny thing you hit, it's like, you're like, oh, and, then they all start swarming you.
And like it would come at you like, "Ah," and then you like hit it, and it's like, oh, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay? And then it explodes into big green slime.
Yeah. I know.
But nonetheless, Bumble.
Hey, bravo and watch yourself, Bumble.
Yeah.
Because this could go south fast. Yeah,
Ladies, stand your ground.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Go for it.
Not here to flirt, just a game, son. No.
Now moving on to a story that I feel like is unjust, and I'm always for people who have been wrongly accused of doing something wrong. When somebody who has been accused of doing something wrong when they are trying to help, when they're trying to fix things.
Mm-hmm.
In this
the
case,
road to hell. Maybe
exactly.
good intentions, my friend.
There is a teen out in Lexington, Massachusetts, who is currently suspended from his high school. His name is Bill, and I'm gonna mess up his last name. I am very, very, very sorry. It's Demercapy or Demerkai.
Bill
Demerkai. Sorry,
Let's go with that.
Demerkai. Anyways, so the software that his school uses is a software called Aspen, and Aspen is the thing that controls all of the score, all of your grades, your transcripts, and your schedule.
Dang.
And they had no security.
Oh.
Nice.
And he's a little hacker, and he warned his school prior. He was trying to tell them, hey, this is not good.
You have crap security. You need to fix it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anybody can change anything if they want to, if they really, really want to.
So rather than him going in and giving himself straight A's and making himself valectorian and getting his transcripts all
which is what I would have done.
Because you are unethical, sir.
That's fine. I also wanted the... Here's my thing. If you find a good way around and you get high scores, then good on you. I don't know.
Yeah.
For
But this kid's in some trouble now, huh?
Well, no, he got suspended because what he did was he ended up going in and he hacked it in and he put this message. He goes, "Hi there, Bill Demerkai, 123 here," or Demercapy. I'm really bad with either one of those names. 123 here. Follett Corporation has no security. Here are your cookies. No worries. I didn't steal them. That was it.
Wow. And he got arrested, like full on arrested.
Yeah.
I love that.
He got out. And that's messed up. I really think it's really...
Well, I'm going to tell you
unfair.
what. I'm glad this got into the news because I hope he gets a junior security analyst job.
Well, maybe this turns into another Kevin Mitnick situation.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kevin Mitnick, the famous hacker who now basically became a consultant for the U.S. government for cybersecurity. You know,
is that
good
the guy
job.
Leonardo DiCaprio played in Catch Me If You Can, or is that a different?
No,
No, that guy was way older.
No.
That guy was check fraud. But yeah, no. Some of these people. Some of these hackers that know what they're doing, they'll get into some crazy database just to get through the door.
Yeah.
And then they'll basically sit there and wait to be arrested because they're going to get offered a sweet job right after. Like, we'll commute your sentence and you just need to sign this document that you're going to work for this company for the next 5 years. And here's the NDAs. And they go, cool.
Okay.
Sweet job.
You know, I was reading on Reddit that, and several people who are head of IT in their companies said, I would hire this kid in a heartbeat. Put this on your resume. Done. I'm bringing you in because that's a huge deal, and that's important. Like you want to make sure that things that are valid for your life, that things that you use to move on and grow, are secure. Mm-hmm. And if you're able to, if you exploit it, obviously he exploited it in a white hacker way, but this is how you also can create some black hat hackers. Basically.
Well, I mean, I see the Facebook advertisements for learn ethical hacking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, ethical hacking, it's good that that's a thing because hacker was always associated with somebody who's there to steal all your stuff and take all your information and sell it. Or you log into your computer and a skull and crossbones comes up and it laughs at you and then your computer melts down physically and a lot of 80s movies there. Sorry.
Say the magic
I
word.
say that all the time. I say that all the time.
I see we do have some questions in the chat going on. Any news on the Android Galaxy Note audio fix?
And
I want news.
And you know what? We already out. No updates yet. But we're gonna get going.
Thank you for that, Sam. No, honestly, I've been hearing people complain about that. But that's the thing is, Samsung wants to be first for everything. That's why they had an exploding phone.
That's also why they had the breaking folding phone, too.
No, that got released and that thing was up.
Like, my immediate thought was, how long until this thing breaks? They're like, oh, we swear it won't break. And
they
then,
sent it to the demo testers, and it was just crap.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't know who asked for a flip-out phone. I don't care.
I asked for an unfolding one, and they didn't but from a small square to a big square. That was what because that's how it is in
really
the future.
Tall, though.
In the future, it's always like spread out, and all the movies and stuff like that. I'm like, that's what I want. I want like a little scroll in my pocket that I can unfold into that stuff. But they gave me a
scroll,
like a scroll. There it is.
He wants. It's called the Google Parchment.
Yes, the
just
Google
imagine. Papyrus.
Come on, let's
Papyrus.
That's right. Papyrus. Yes, that's right.
Papyrus.
So For your touchpad, you can have a giant quill, a big feather
A big
on the
quill,
thing that you can.
and I dip it into digital ink.
I just want you dressed as Moses when this happens, like something like
well,
that.
if you shop at Kanye's line, you basically look like you're some homeless person from 300 BC. Anyway,
He's crazy, but I love his clothes. I don't know why.
he looks like he just got out of an insane asylum made by Gucci.
You know what I found out the other day, though?
What?
From another producer, he has synesthesia, so like he can't colors stimulate him, so that's why he likes a very neutral color palette.
Oh.
I just found this out.
He was on David.
So he tastes music. and
Yeah.
stuff.
Essentially
Yeah.
through colors.
He sees sounds.
Yeah.
I think is what it is. And I saw it on David Letterman. He had talked about
That's
it,
why
and
it's
I
so
went,
insane.
that's why you're nuts.
Yeah.
Because you can see everything.
Yeah.
Like it's like I feel
That's
the more
crazy.
information you have, like the more crazy you get.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh.
But
All right, moving on.
moving on
moving on
to our next one. Magic the Gathering.
Ooh,
is
throwback.
A throwback. Sam, do you play Magic, or did you ever play Magic?
I
forgot.
just started.
Yeah, I used to a long time ago. It's
I
been a
loved
while.
it, man.
And then I went to a con about a year ago, and they gave out like all these free packs, and I was like, "Oh, this is dangerous."
Yeah,
Oh.
it's cracked.
The heroin dealer.
I started in
Correct.
December.
She just
Congratulations,
started
welcome.
in December.
Welcome.
I also got my nephew started. He's 9.
Oh,
he loves
man.
it.
It's a great game. The art's beautiful. The story, I'm really excited. I know they're doing a TV show about it. I forget if it's on Netflix or if it's on Amazon. But I'm really excited. But they just lost somebody, a man named Chris Clay. He was their game director, and he is moving to a game called Gods Unchained.
Ooh, that's right. Cryptographic battle card game.
That's correct.
Which God Unchained has been pretty well established.
It's been around. It's probably one of the oldest blockchain games out there.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know what it is, Gods Unchained is very much like Magic the Gathering in the vein that it's
or
a card game.
Hearthstone. It's
Hearthstone.
the battle card games, yeah.
But because it's on the blockchain, you own those things. You own
So
those
it's like
cards.
having those
You
Magic
can
the Gathering
trade.
physical cards.
Yes.
So except it's digital, but now it goes on a blockchain that you basically can have access to with a wallet. So you own it. So if you've got one rare one you want to sell for $2,000, you could sell to the guy in
Whoever will buy it for
Piedmont,
$2,000.
North Dakota,
Oh, that's
and then once you can
cool.
verify, you can go on like OpenSea or some of these other NFT non-fungible token trading sites, which is how you trade these things. So yeah, it's turning the digital stuff into actual ownership, which is actually pretty damn cool.
Is that a proprietary thing to their game? Or I'm curious if Magic Arena will start to shift that
It's a
way.
proprietary thing to blockchain.
To blockchain.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
blockchain
this
is a giant ledger
This
that
is why we
records all of
push
my digital
blockchain
assets.
technology for gaming, because
Yes.
all those assets that you have, those skins, those guns, those whatever weapon you buy,
Mm-hmm.
anything that you purchase, you can't trade it to somebody.
Right.
Well, without breaking the EULA,
Right.
and you can get kicked off the
Right,
game. Which
exactly.
World of Warcraft does that. Did you ever play Counter-Strike Go?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know the Opskins.
Yeah.
Big company. So the head of Opskins, William Quigley, started a company called Wax, and is specifically working with putting all those skins on the blockchain for all these transfers of stuff like that. So
Okay. That's what I was wondering if, I guess I meant if Magic Arena would start shifting to blockchain.
If
they
this
probably
works,
will.
Yeah.
Everything will shift
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
But we
Okay.
need it to work first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so that's the big thing there is that this is advantageous for the gamer because you're not going to get kicked off the game. If you work really hard and you're busting your ass and you're earning these things, you got lucky enough to get one of these rare things in a game, and then you stop playing the game, that all goes to zero, right? Because you don't play it, it just sits there, either on your disk or on your hard drive. This means you own it. When you're done with the game, like I'm done, I'm quitting this game and I'm moving on to the next one, you can sell all your assets and maybe get back triple what you invested in the game in the
That's
first
so
place,
cool.
or at least get your money back or partial of your money back rather than selling it to GameStop for 35 cents.
Yeah. Oh god.
I know.
Yeah. No. It's
So yeah,
it's
that's what I'm
definitely-
excited about as a gamer. And
Blockchain is highly
enthusiast.
beneficial for this, and so he did an AMA. Chris Clay did an AMA almost right after the announcement, and on Reddit, and they had asked him, "What do you want to improve?" And it's the thing that we've been talking about on this podcast for a very long time, and that is the usability, the ease of use for users. He's like, "This is really complicated."
Yes, it is a very high learning curve.
Yeah.
It's you go down the rabbit hole and you have to keep on going to actually understand what you're doing. You could follow the steps and be like, okay, now I've got my thing on, and I have my access to my thing, and now I want to
it's
trade
in my
my thing, but I
wallet.
don't
Now
understand
how do I get
this
it back in the
works.
game so I can play this game? And now how do I bring it back? And there's a
Yes.
lot of, and even the move. I believe the movement of your asset from wallet to game. I'm not too sure, but does that cost anything? That you're
It
aware of?
depends. If it depends which chain you're on. Some offer free, like with Wax. If you're going to move stuff around, as long as you stake enough Wax, all the transactions are free. So You have to
But you
own
still have
enough,
to stake enough
and you have to
wax.
lock it in and stake it in place. Yeah, so there could be companies that want to use Wax as blockchain. They might stake enough for everybody. They just might be like, cool, hey, here's enough Wax that all the trades that happen under us are going to be free. So use our ecosystem. If you go off our chain or you go off, off on your own, you'll have to pay for your own transactions. So there's options depending which chain they're built on. So
you said you just recently got tipped in crypto, correct?
I did,
Oh,
yeah. Within the last year, I got tipped in crypto, and it was neat. And my friend did it just because he was like, "You've never gotten crypto tips?" And I was like, "No, this is amazing." So
you need to open up different.
We'll
We'll talk offline. We're going to get you some wallets.
But how difficult? How confusing? What was the thing about it when you first got it? What happened?
I mean, okay, so he said, here, set up this particular app with these different types of crypto. And so I set up the app with various types of crypto. I don't know a lot about it whatsoever, to be completely honest. And he is very knowledgeable. So I was just like, okay.
It's a good friend to have.
Yeah, I'm going to do this. So I set it all up, and then I just left it. I don't know. That's what I've done.
It's probably worth a lot less now, actually.
Yeah, I don't even know.
No, a lot more. You got it 10 months ago?
Yeah, about
that she's
10
great.
months ago.
Yeah, you're good.
You're sitting on
You're good.
probably at least double.
You did the
whatever.
smartest thing and not
Nice.
do anything.
So,
Thank you, Sam.
There's definitely stuff. You should definitely accept Bitcoin. You should accept, Dogecoin. There's a few in there that people some people have amassed enough and they sit on it.
Yeah.
It's like Monopoly money to them. They're like, yeah, here, take 0.001 Bitcoin, and you're like, cool, that's $200 or something.
Wow,
like
that's
that.
really
So,
cool. Yeah, I have it set up on my Twitch, so people can tip in.
You can set
in
it and
crypto.
forget it.
We need to
and then
set that up
cash
on our
out when you're like,
Twitch.
hey, crypto's doing good. Let's cash all this out. That's probably the best
We
thing.
need to set that up somehow. I forgot how to do it. But anyways,
Easy.
we'll get that going.
Yeah.
We'll get that going at some point. But first off, I love this style of game because I grew up on Magic the Gathering. In the 5th grade, Kevin Griffin introduced me to Magic the Gathering. And then what I like about the fact that it's online is Kevin Griffin can no longer change the rules in the middle of the damn game.
Kevin.
Take my cards, Kevin.
Damn you, Kevin.
Snam, did you ever change the rules in the middle of your game to just win?
I don't think I did it intentionally.
Oh, sure.
There were a lot.
Sure, Sam.
There were so many cards coming out that every month it was
man.
100 new sets of rules.
Yeah.
And occasionally there were things that were vague enough that we were like, oh man, I think I really messed this up.
Yeah.
But we weren't playing for each other's cards or anything, which I know people do.
Well,
it
we
was
did.
just friendly games.
So it's normal to feel that way about the rules.
Oh my god.
Because that makes me feel a lot less dumb. Because there are a
It's-
few things I would get thrown on the cards and I'd be like, wait, I'm actually very confused. My friend's a judge, so I'll text her and be like, hey, she's a level 2 judge and a regional overseer of judges, and she was like, here, I'll help you out.
Good.
I'll text her cards and ask for clarification.
And it was. I just came back into it after being gone. I left in the 5th grade, came back in high school. I left in high school, came back just kind of recently because my brother found all of our cards, and we had a lot of them. And it was the newer sets are even more confusing because I'm like, wait, I never even heard of this word. I never heard of this rule. I never heard of anything. So basically, Kevin Griffin owes me Magic cards and Pogs, both of which he changed the rules.
Rip Pogs.
I had Pogs. I found them in storage. Not the investment I thought it might be. I just straight up donated those.
Just
to Goodwill.
bundle it with your Beanie Babies and then sell it on eBay. Just do that.
Do not own a Beanie Baby.
I own
I
too
have
many.
a lot of both.
Yeah,
Oh
there you
man!
go.
Well, some of those Beanie Babies have been worth sitting on apparently. So
Some, not
know.
all. Some,
I
not
see
all.
a shout out in the chat. BitConnect represent.
If you don't know the story of BitConnect, guys,
That was a big scam.
check out John Oliver. Actually, John Oliver does a really good Last Week Tonight. It was last year on crypto. It was brilliant.
Probably
and
search John
hysterical.
Oliver crypto.
Yeah,
and
it'll
probably
come right up.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to the new Gods Unchained. I'm looking forward to the new changes that are going to be
Yeah,
made.
I wanted to do a review of that, and I actually haven't dove in yet. So I think this is
Well, one of
if
the
he's
other
gonna
issues.
increase the experience.
One of the other issues that I have in playing these games is it's expensive.
It's because it's a
Yeah.
buy-in. You have to buy in, rather than paying $60 for a game that
Yeah.
you're getting the entire game, you buy into some of these that are still in beta. I reviewed one that was still in alpha,
Yeah.
and I had to pay $35 for a ship, which apparently now they have a starter pack for 10. So no slight to them, but I was playing when it was pre-alpha, alpha, and I was like, I'm spending $35 on a game that may not even make it through beta, And
Right.
so it is an investment to get started with these games, but then again, you're owning these investments. So rather than having a $60 game that was going to turn into a $30 then a $10 game over the next year or two, if the game takes off, my $35 ship could be a $200 ship, and I'd be like, all right, well, I'm getting out now. Here you go.
yeah.
So it really depends. There's a gamble with all this. But I that's why I'm excited.
And
even though the
I commend
investment
all
is
of
there.
you who out there who invest in and build the game. you deserve your winnings, and I hope none of you lose. I'm gonna
Yes.
wait. I'm gonna wait until I can afford a simple starter pack and get going. But I am excited for the game. So and he's gonna make some changes. He said some stuff like he goes, "You don't want to have too many cards that can do too many things," and he said a lot of things game wise. What brought him into the game, what made him say yes to leave Magic the Gathering and come into Gods Unchained was the fact that the game was fun. And that was number one for him because
I was going to say money, a lot of Ethereum.
Sure, but he had no clue what crypto was really. He knew of the blockchain technology, but he just didn't understand it. But he liked the game, and he liked the idea of what blockchain technology can do for the game.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like AAA game makers don't care if the end user owns their stuff or not. They make hand over fist for their money. But smaller game companies are going to use it. It's going to help indie games get enormous groundswell and momentum. And then I think eventually they're going to have to adapt. The AAAs are going to use it. And I've always said this from before, but I think someone like Activision Blizzard could use this kind of stuff to keep you in their ecosystem, where, even Engine talked about it too, where it's like if you earn a certain, like a sword in Hearthstone, you can use it as a card in the game. But then you go over to World of Warcraft, that same sword is now an actual sword in the game. And then you go over to play Call of Duty, and it's called a gun called the Flaming Sword or something like that. So it's like the same item you've earned by grinding in one game can be used across all their games.
Right.
So if you end up getting 5 items, whatever new game comes out, you're like, well, I'm already going to be a badass, so I might as well buy the new Activision Blizzard game and stay in it.
Yeah.
So
I think it's great. I think it's
me.
brilliant. I'm excited for the future, and I want the future to be tomorrow.
It technically is right
Yeah,
now.
it's okay.
I know.
Well, moving on to another blockchain in the mainstream, we have. What do we have?
We have Cooking Mama Cookstar, which people that have been following this for a while. This game's been out for like 11 years.
Okay.
You've heard it before?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
I mean,
I've
it
never
came out on
played
the
it.
DS, I think, was the very first one, and it's been on some other ones. It's making its debut on the Switch.
Yeah.
And they're utilizing blockchain on the Switch. So this is the first Nintendo Switch game using a blockchain. Now, they're not going to use it in the facts that we've been talking about. They're not going to give you any kind of ownable materials or NFTs, anything you can really trade away. What it's going to do is they're going to have your unique user ID logged onto the blockchain. So therefore, it's going to try to basically just contour the experience for everybody to be a little bit different. So however you interact with the game, it may be slightly different, because they actually have an option now. It's a big thing too, is you can go pure vegetarian, so you don't have to cook stuff.
I saw that, and I
love
went,
that.
all right, cool.
So, but they're not vegan, okay? Triggered.
Yeah.
No,
gosh.
but no, you can get like maybe your Impossible Burgers or your Beyond Burgers, whatever it is. But so if somebody likes to choose vegetarian, then maybe as they release DLCs, it's going to contour the game to either give you more challenges towards that, or whatever it's going to do. I don't know the details yet, but this has been something before as well. Is that blockchain creates something very unique, logged onto their ledger, that my profile is on there, and then in future Cooking Mama stuff, if you register your profile again with that, it's already going to know basically your personality and your play history and stuff like that. So it's another way that blockchain is going to integrate. And I love what they said, because they said, we don't need the user bogged down with what their wallet address is and ID is and where it's logged. He's like, they're going to be focused on playing the game.
Yeah.
And we're going to take care of that in the background, which is what the future of blockchain is going to be.
So this brings up a question of the whole thing about blockchain and those wallet addresses and all those keys and everything is security. How do we feel the security is going to be with this game?
Well, with that, I mean, what's the big risk? Someone's going to take your user history of playing Cooking Mama.
Yeah.
You're going to have
They're going to have my vegetarian recipes there, buddy.
So you might have to start over and create a new account, and you're like, oh, well, I had all this personalized data about me. But I don't think you're not going to log your social security on there, the street you grew up on, your first pet's name, any of that stuff. So this is a way to use blockchain that if you have a centralized entity that's controlling all that, it's just for a user experience. The biggest thing they're going to steal is my experience. My experience goes away, and I have to start fresh again, which that's not the worst thing in the world. I'm not really worried about that happening. Otherwise, unless I'm a super Cooking Mama fan, and this is my favorite one ever, and now they've ruined it for all my future Cooking Mama experiences. But I think it's really cool. It's the first one on the Switch. That's exciting.
Is it? And I don't think there's any other mainstream outlet that has any sort of blockchain integrated.
I don't think there's any. Correct me if I'm wrong, everybody out there, but please, I don't think there's any blockchain integration on any console games that I've known of so far. Okay. So especially with the Switch too, it's just I think that's just super cool.
I mean, it's reminding me of Dying Light 2, of what they're saying for their worlds
Oh yeah,
in the future.
So yeah.
Did you go to E3 by chance?
Well, I was a co-producer with
Andy.
Andy.
Yes,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
that's how we met.
Of the Jeff Keighley show.
So
on
you
YouTube.
didn't go.
Yeah, I did. Well, basically.
Yeah.
yeah. I do that, and I do the Game Awards with Jeff.
So we went to Dying Light 2
Yeah.
there, and
From Techland.
it
So
was
excited.
so
I love Dying Light
Oh
so
my
much.
God.
It's such a fun game.
they're proposing the same thing that he's saying, is that your world, your decisions will change your world, your playing
So
field.
this is only
where you're at.
logged onto your own local console, which I wish it was logged on blockchain. But yeah, it's basically, they said the shortest hand possible. We have the interview up on the
Yes,
website.
check
so
it
go
out.
back, check
It's
that out.
really
Coinboys.com. But it's I could be playing and there's a decision where it's like, okay, well, we need to give water to the city, so we need to go to the water plant and redirect all this water into the city because everybody's going to die. And then the guy's like, no, if you do that, it's gonna create something really bad. Like, we don't want to drain the water from this area. And you're like, screw you, and you do that, and then so it drains all the water, and then this whole town there, and these new zombies come out of this town, and then there's new quest lines that open up
So
from this town that got
excited.
But if
drained.
you
I'm
had
getting
chosen-
goosebumps. I'm
Yeah.
so excited.
But if
about
you had
this.
chosen not to drain the water, your city's going to have water
Yeah.
all over the city.
I know. So yeah, so that's the whole thing. Is if Daniel decided that, and I'd go to join his game multiplayer, I'm like, whoa, this is totally different than mine, because he didn't make the same decisions I did.
Yeah.
And vice versa. So they said once you finish the game, the average person will have only seen 50% of the game because of
I
all the
love it
choices
so
you've made.
much.
So yeah,
That
it's
want
I'm
that. Yeah.
stupid excited on that one.
I'm pretty excited.
That's spring 2020. So we got Borderlands coming out in a month.
Oh, don't even get me
Oh,
started.
God.
I'm gonna cry.
I'm still working on Borderlands 3. I can't find
Borderlands the pre-sequel.
pre-sequel. Sorry, I'm working
Yeah,
on
you haven't
Borderlands
even played
pre-sequel.
2. 2 is
I haven't even played 2.
Goat.
And
What?
1 doesn't exist in my PS4.
yeah.
I play
One had
them-
falling damage. That
I
was the
play them
problem.
each at least twice a year, fully through, like every single campaign, even the DLC.
So when I left games, games used to end and have a story, and
That
used
doesn't
to
happen
be
anymore.
able to, you had to take a certain path.
yeah.
Now, when I have too much freedom, I don't know where to go, and I'm thinking I'm going in the right direction, and I'm in the wrong direction.
But I
and
feel like Borderlands still does a really good job of steering you.
they try,
regardless.
but I can't find I'm still on the first level, and I can't find this moon landing pad that I'm supposed to go. Anyways,
Oh my
I've been stuck on this for
goodness.
3 days. Guys, somebody help
Just
me.
start onto Borderlands 2.
Wait,
because
what were you
that is
saying
goat.
about your cousin or your sister not being able to play?
Listen.
And I've beat it how many times now?
If she was there, she's now a lawyer. If she was there, she could probably beat this game totally. Anyways, that is the end of block news, everybody.
That was a lot of block news.
but
a lot
I'm
going on.
but it was a lot
a
of
block
blockchain stuff.
party.
We needed, yeah. Thank you. But we needed it. We needed it desperately. So thank you all so much for joining us on that one. But now we're going into a little bit more of a gaming centric area.
Game it up. We gotta know.
I want to know what we're playing. Pew pew. That has been
That's my
our
laser pistol
visual
fingers.
transition.
I'm trying to do that more.
Don't snort. All right, here we go.
No, I was testing my audio on my stream the other day, and I said, "Is the game too loud?" Somebody said, "Give us a few pew pew pews," but I didn't. But I didn't think so. I just said into the mic, "Pew pew pew," and they go, "No, we meant shooting the game, you idiot." And I was like, "I am an idiot." So that's why I lost it. That was
Excellent.
I'm
pretty funny.
surprised they took the time to spell out pew pew pew.
I mean, but I just said pew pew pew, and they were all just like shaking their heads at me, like, "Oh my god."
That's good comedy though.
Yeah,
It works out. We're gonna start off with Aaron. What are you playing?
So I have been. It's a bad relationship. It was happened with Destiny before, but now it's with Ark Survival Evolved, which I have always loved the crafting games,
Okay.
and it's basically Jurassic Park meets Minecraft. You wake up in a loincloth on the beach and you walk around and you're like, oh, I picked
I've
some
been there
plants
before. Continue.
punch some trees for some wood and pick up stones, and now you start making tools, and so it's very basic. You've obviously played it. I see the nods there.
Well, I played it for about an hour, and I was so like when it first came out.
There was no
when
tutorial.
it first came out, and I was so confused. I was like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, and I just put it down. I own it. I just haven't picked it up since.
Well, they've had now this is like their 6th DLC they just announced that you
Yeah.
could buy a season pass for. They're going to do 2, one at the end of this year, one at the end of next year. But they keep releasing. They just released one called Valguero or something like that. Maybe it's the Spanish update.
Maluero?
Valguero, yes. But it's like release these new worlds, new dinosaurs, new like monsters. It's this crazy thing that they always allude to in the beginning. You wake up and you have this gem etched in your arm there, and you can't take it out, and you're like,
Is it VALLEORO?
Valguero. I think.
Oh no, that's Valguero. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
But yeah, it's you basically you craft your little thatch hut, then eventually you get experience. You can craft wood, and then stone, and then metal and stuff like that. But in the meantime, there's velociraptors, there's T-Rexes. I punch in a tree and accidentally punch a triceratops. They get pissed. They
Yeah,
go after you.
I would.
Oh my
He was
gosh.
probably just eating the tree.
Yeah, so me and my friends have played that over the past year
There it is,
plus.
Valguero.
Easy. Valguero, thank you. Thank you for throwing there.
Amo.
Yes,
387.
Arc.
Almo's a big Arc fan.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, they got the new one coming out, and it's just it's getting deeper, and so I'm falling off a little bit. So I need to rebuild my character. I let one lapse and die and disappear in some server after a reset. I left him in the obelisk. He'll know exactly how terrible that is when they did some update. Basically, just whatever you leave in there, and you don't. Just in between servers, you're going from one server to another server, and if you leave it in limbo, and then they're like, "Oh, we're doing a patch or a reset," you're gone. Everything's obliterated, dead.
Wow.
So it's a great game. It's just, oh my god, the hours you can pour in there. That's one of those games you get in there and you're like, oh my god, I've only got 6 hours. I can't get anything done. I can't get anything done in this game.
Does it play?
Why do I even play?
Does it continue while you're not in?
It is a perpetual world.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so when you go to sleep in the game, you don't disappear from the world. You go, "Urgh," and you lay down. So if you're outside, a dinosaur's going to come up and eat your sleeping body.
And you
Oh
can
my
wake up
God.
You
either
wake-
with limbless or in the.
Oh, you
at
wake
home.
up and it goes, you've died. Please respawn. And your stuff, whatever's on your body, it's pretty much guaranteed gone if you've been
Wow.
gone for an amount of time, or you don't remember exactly where you
Wow.
died and come back in a timely manner.
Oh, I can hear a lot of 12-year-olds screaming, "Mom, don't unplug the game!" Mom.
So when you want to log out, you have to build a house, or you have to go somewhere really obscure and try to pass out there. You try to find some shrubs on top of a mountain. You know, hopefully there's dragons in the game. Hopefully the dragons don't show up.
Oh
and
my
stuff like
gosh.
that. So
Well,
yeah,
sir, good luck to you, and I hope you build everything your heart's desire.
I'm playing so many games. I'm still playing Dying Light 1 again. I'm playing Overcooked. I'm playing My Friend Pedro, playing Dragon Quest Builders 2, and I'm playing Bloodstained. And then my friends are getting me back into Ark this last
You're
week.
gonna have to have your
My
baby
backlog is growing.
do some of those things.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, Ree, what are you playing?
Yeah, Ree, what you getting into?
I'm a variety streamer, so I play a lot of different games in
Okay.
any given week.
That's good. Variety's good.
Yeah, this last couple of weeks it has been. I've been trying to get out of first-person shooter RPG hybrids because I play a lot of those.
What is that?
Hashtag Borderlands.
Hashtag Borderlands.
For someone who's been
And
out
Dying Light.
with all those acronyms or all those letters, what does all that mean?
You know, like Borderlands,
Okay.
Bioshock, I guess you could classify
Bioshock,
into
oh.
that.
Okay, got it.
Fallout series,
Cool.
stuff like that. So I really love those, but I guess I've fallen lately in that department into Void Bastards, which is a great kind of rogue shooter. If FTL and Borderlands had a baby, that's what you've got, and it's a lot of fun. But in the last week or so, I've started playing Grand Theft Auto 5 for the first time ever. I've never
Oh.
played Grand Theft
I
Auto.
still have yet to play it.
It's great.
I'm terrible at it, but I've also
there's a learning curve on there for sure.
I
The
also
controls are
started
very-
Jurassic World Evolution,
which is an Ark clone.
and I'm not into builders, but I am loving this one. I'm also
Okay.
terrible at it. I'm killing a lot of dinosaurs, a lot of people.
Yeah,
but
well,
it's
Ark
really
basically said
fun.
Jurassic Park plus Minecraft, and then Jurassic Park's like, "F you, our license,
It'll be
making the same."
It'll be
game."
Minecraft plus Jurassic
Well,
Park.
then maybe I need to give Ark another chance because I'm really loving Jurassic World Evolution. It's a totally different type of game for me from my typical, but I'm having a blast with it, and I just laugh the whole time. Like I named my Dilophosaurus Newman because
Hello,
Seinfeld
Newman.
crossover.
And plus, you got Wayne Knight in the movie.
Yeah. So I named him Newman, and then I introduced Jerry, an herbivore, into the pen, and they fought each other, and Jerry got killed by Newman, and then
What?
Oh, you're pit
You know,
fighting
and then
easy
I-
there, Michael Vick.
yeah, and
Jeez.
then I played the Seinfeld theme song as the dead dino was carried off by the helicopter. So I'm having a lot of fun with Jurassic World Evolution personally.
This is
I have also
interesting.
been playing a lot of Immortal Redneck, which is a lot of fun.
What is Immortal Redneck? You gotta.
It's another
verbalize
rogue
that.
shooter where a redneck is in ancient Egypt fighting through the tiers of a pyramid, killing basically like Doom-esque, cartoonish sort of demon and
Okay.
types
Since
of enemies.
You played on Commodore back in the day. Did you ever play Redneck Rampage?
No, I
Oh,
did not.
That was around the same time as Duke Nukem. and like the
Is
Doom,
that what
all that
Renee
stuff.
was talking about when he says immortal redneck?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's fun.
Or
It has
redneck.
it has Twitch integration so that people can vote on your buffs and debuffs.
Oh.
Oh, that's
So it
see,
can
that's
get very
community.
frustrating or very fun. And
That's
sometimes
funny.
I'm just begging them because I'm like, guys, I just want to beat this pyramid. Can we all just be nice to me right now? Which they are. They are actually pretty nice to me.
That's
but-
fun though. Get
yeah.
the community involved.
Yeah, so I've been playing a lot
Like
of
I'm
games.
gonna ruin your
but-
game, but then I'm gonna tip you. Ha.
Yeah,
It's
that one's
in crypto.
that one's a lot of
Bitcoin.
fun.
I know. That's funny. Immortal Redneck.
Yeah, yeah. So I highly
The
recommend.
name sells me alone.
Yeah, Immortal Redneck and Void Bastards are two kind of more indie ones that I would really recommend to people. They're just.
And
they're a lot
what's
of
your
fun.
system? Are you PC player or are you Xbox, PS?
PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and SNES.
Wow.
SNES.
Yeah, I got all the
Okay.
systems too, but Xbox is my bae.
Xbox is like where my heart is, but
Mhm.
I usually play on my computer a lot too. So
Yeah.
I've got PS4 and a crappy laptop. So
That's right.
that's basically what I got. And I want I don't know if you know this, but I want an Oculus. I can't play it.
I know. He
I
wanted
love-
Oculus Rift S.
I love my Oculus. I haven't set it up at my new apartment yet, but
I just got
love
a
my Oculus.
beast PC for doing. I wanted
Yeah.
Beat Saber to be as smooth as possible, and
Yeah.
now it is. But I
Yeah.
love my
No,
Oculus.
I
But
can
he
feel
won the
Beat
Rift
Saber.
S.
I won the Rift. I won.
By
I won the Rift
Oh,
S.
the Rift S. And yeah, we need to get.
I need to
him,
get. I'll work on
we're
that.
Getting a jar for his.
If
VR
you guys
rig
want to
fund.
help me with that tip jar over at Twitch, that would help me get that Oculus Rift S going.
That's true.
Yeah.
We gotta get that.
I'll shout you out.
Why? Thank you.
So what are you playing, sir?
I
What are you
am
playing?
playing DC Universe Online.
Oh, what do you think of it so far?
I know
it's
it just
free to
got.
play,
Well,
right?
what reminded me to play it was that it just got onto the Switch. It just got put onto the Switch for
Oh
free.
yeah, I did see that for a download. Also,
But
if you
I
free
had
download.
it on PS4 already. I was gonna play it, but I was just too afraid at one point to figure it out the whole thing. Anyways. I have always wanted to be a superhero
Mhm.
my whole life. I have Batman on my chest. I named my daughter Robin. We're good to go.
That's
And
cute.
so
I love it. Sorry.
I worked for DC for as their security guard, the shittiest security guard on the face of the planet.
I don't know, man. There's some pretty shitty
But
security guards out there.
I was so far in the back reading comics. Anyways, I love DC, and so I wanted to play it. And you get to build your own superhero. They give you a choice of a mixture of different kind of powers that you can do, and there's a whole world. And Batman guides you, Rob. Everybody guides you, but mostly Batman and Oracle, who is Batgirl. And I am so happy running around, just enjoying this game. I think I found my own little universe that I can stay in. The problem, I have a
Yeah.
couple issues though. I chose speed to move around instead of flight, or I think there's.
But then you get a physical barrier, and you're like, I can't jump over.
No, I run up. I can't stop. I run up walls. You run up and down walls.
Oh, it's like that
that's
scene
funny.
in the first episode of The Boys.
Yeah.
Oh,
No spoilers,
I know.
but
I have to watch it. Everybody's
It's
been
exactly
raving
what that
It's
is.
like that.
Yeah, watch The Boys, and that's me. I
Oh,
mean,
man.
everybody, but at least you're running over them. And then, but the other thing is, I don't know if it's the game or the controller, but it gets stuck. So I'm like a Prius that can't stop. I just keep it moving.
Wait, why like a
I'm
Prius?
just screwed. Oh,
Don't you remember that in the news? The
Priuses
Priuses
couldn't
Oh,
stop.
Oh,
for,
right,
like,
that,
unable
yeah,
to
that.
I was like,
thing.
ah! So I'm like, I'm hitting everything. But I do have a gripe. I have one big gripe about this game, and I'm going to look directly into the camera for this.
Business.
You have so many choices. You could be a man. You could be a woman. You could be basically those two things. You could be big. You could be small. You could be any color skin you have. But you know which can't be? Bald. And this is messed up. So here's the thing.
They're just teasing you now.
I am very upset by this because as a man who wanted to be a superhero his whole life but didn't really exercise ever, I was so excited to make my character bald because I knew there was hardly any of
One
them out
Punch
there.
Man.
One
How can
Punch
they
Man is
not
the
have
greatest.
a bald guy? Lex
That's
Luthor's
always the
bald.
That's always choice zero, right?
It's
Yeah.
the easiest thing to
Yeah.
make. You don't have to animate it. Just finish off the head there.
Just use
And I
texture.
understand that having a lion's mane makes you virile. I have proof. His name is Sam Proof.
Oh my god.
Right?
I'm learning a lot about
That
Sam
man-
very quickly.
That man has childbearing hips. I
Oh
understand.
my god.
But give me a bald superhero, DC.
Sam's been collecting all the hair you could never have his whole
Seriously.
life. Yes.
It was really nice to meet you, Sam.
Yes, I know.
I feel
Thanks,
like
and
I'm
I'm
way
sorry.
ingrained in your personal life right now.
You took it all from me, and you're not giving it to me, DC Universe Online. But I'm still having a blast playing the game. I will be on there. I'm forgetting my name. Oh yes,
What was your superhero name?
my superhero name is in Spanish, and I'm forgetting the name. It is El. Oh my
El
God.
Chapo.
No.
Because you're
No.
really good at getting away.
I'm forgetting my name. I have to
Pablo
remember.
Escobar. He's very hard
I
to
will
catch.
come back to you with my name if you guys want to hit me
Well,
up
I'll
on
tell
that.
you what, that actually got built off of, it was a clone of one of my favorite online MMOs ever called City of Heroes. That they just made it out of the
Oh,
blue.
yeah, I've
You
heard
hear
of
about
that
that
one.
before?
I've
They
never
shut
played
down, it was by NCSoft, which is, I think, no longer around. They shut down the servers. And then it got found out that some dude was running private servers. And everybody was like, what? So people would actually be able to play again, a private, like, you know, black market server of City of Heroes. But that was the greatest. Like, do you want to fly?
Yeah.
Do you want to jump? Do you want to run fast? Eventually, they started adding stuff. Another thing, there's another clone game. Oh God, that was a different one. But you could do like spider web powers and everything,
It had
or you could just have
everything.
giant guns. You could have
Yes.
force blast. You could you turn your body into fire and punch things. It was
amazing.
And
it was
those are all
amazing.
options on this game as well.
Exactly. So DC has been able to have the license to hold
but
it
it's
up.
nice. It's really nice.
Yeah.
But Sam, I want to head over to you, sir. What is it that you're playing?
I'll
call Lurch real quick.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
Uh,
Jumanji.
as you know, I usually do tabletop games.
Yes.
And this week's no different, but I'm actually doing a tabletop game online.
Oh,
I had
Is it
this
Monopoly?
weird. No, yeah. It's the latest CCG.
Got
No, but it is actually a CCG. It's Dominion Online. I had this craving to like get back into it. Dominion's a game that I'd played a long time ago. I never owned any of them, and they have like probably 50 expansions, and it's like that's a commitment to own that game. And I randomly found out they have this free online thing to play, so I was like,
oh,
this is
Try it
great. I
out.
can like kind of revitalize my memory of how this works and what the mechanics are and learn. And I just do the AI, and they're brutal. I can
Oh, really?
never
Fair.
win. I'm always 4 out of 4. Maybe I can come in third.
They called Watson in.
It's intense.
So, have you tried playing any other actual players, like people?
No, that soured me to it. I was like,
I
oh
mean,
my
you could
God.
probably beat the people if the AI is that
Probably.
bad.
AI is usually a jerk. You know,
Yeah.
it's like
I usually go into games and like turn the AI, and I'm like, all right, this isn't a challenge at all. And then this has just been like, no, I have to beat this before I can deal with people.
I used to
Right.
do that with other like first-person shooter games. I'd want to play through the campaign first,
Yeah.
and then I'd want to do some AI. Because with any Call of Duty, some people jump on day one, they jump right into the multiplayer, and it's
Yeah.
like that one. It's like some deep poetry. You got to die to learn how to live.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, man.
but you have to be just like okay with getting ruined and wrecked and over, and then finally you come in and you're like, oh, I'm getting a 2-1 KD ratio finally.
Yeah.
So
I'm the same way on my stream. I don't play with anybody until I've played it through once solo.
Yeah.
Always for the
Toss me to the
experience.
fire. I'm a sink or swim guy. Just bring it on. I
Watch
only
me
can
burn.
learn.
That's
I can
right.
only. I get upset when I think I know something, and then I play somebody, and they just demolish me. I'm like, well, I should have been playing you this whole time, kind of situation. So I need to give me the challenge.
that's very Goku of you, sir.
I am very Goku,
That's right.
and I am
If
also
you go Super
Saitama.
Saiyan, will you grow hair?
I could grow a tail, probably just a bald tail.
A bald monkey tail? You're
Bald
like,
monkey
oh, this
tail
is
walking
graphic.
Vegeta for life.
Oh, yes. He's my boy.
Vegeta for life.
And, well, I have my respect for Vegeta.
Yes.
All right, guys. Well, that was what we're playing. Now, let's actually play in Coin Boys Play. Let's get that TV rolling.
Oh my gosh. Pew, pew,
So,
pew.
Aaron, Sanity, what are we playing?
All right, so this was a game. It was I believe it was a launch title that came with the Switch. And it's a fun one. It's a casual one. You guys don't really need to have a background on actually playing before because it's going to use the motion controls. But it's called ARMS, and it is a fun game that is just basically it's a battle arena game. And when they did build it, it was built by Nintendo. It was made by Nintendo, and they wanted to weave in the actual Nintendo universe characters and everything. But
Okay.
having Mario having these extendable arms out there didn't really make sense for the universe. Mario and Link and everything, and then they were going to have apparatus that these characters were wearing. That we're going to do that, but they're like, no. So they did a couple tests, and they finally came out with, just these original characters that came through. I'm sure the licenses could have actually pushed the game a little further, but it's a fun game. And who wants to? Actually, I'm gonna play first because I want to talk you guys through it.
So it's a one-on-one.
It's a one-on-one. It's actually you can
what's
do
the one person
2-on-2.
Okay.
So whoever would like to grab the
Oh
Switch
gosh,
controllers there.
this
Come
is-
on,
Go for
Reed.
this is so
I guarantee you're going to be
intimidating.
far better than I would.
I would,
All right.
like to give a disclaimer. Whoops, no.
Yeah, she doesn't play Switch.
I don't play
Did
Switch.
you play Wii?
Barely.
Switch the controllers in your hand.
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
So like I know nothing about Switch, and I usually play with like an Xbox controller on just about everything. So.
Yeah,
Well,
even
then.
the PC, you got the Xbox controller.
Yep.
You can do that.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
So we are going to gear up here.
Wait. So this.
Gearing up for see, I've seen too many videos
So,
online of
yes,
people
you're holding
breaking
like this?
breaking
okay.
TVs with their
So,
controller and everything. So definitely safety first, guys.
All right, team up 2 versus
Oh my
2.
gosh.
We're just going to do a fight right here. Punch or get
Or
punched.
get punched. Nice.
All right, so
Now, do you have any more characters to unlock?
Ooh, okay.
there are some you unlock. Since I'm running this on the Mobcrush Switch,
Oh, she
I
looks
don't have
cool.
the extra stuff. There's some that are a little creepy.
I want a creepy one. What's the creepiest?
The Jiggle
one?
Belly one, like that. The girl with the jiggle belly. I'm just
That's
like,
when I was just looking at. I kind of like this guy. He looks like something out of Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah, Helix. I used to use him a lot. He has some of the best emotes. Yeah. So, all right, I'm gonna go Helix then.
Okay,
I feel
I'm
like
gonna
when they
do-
designed these characters, they just said, okay, get a dartboard and have pieces.
Ooh, he looks awesome.
Oh, Ninjara.
Oh, he is super cool. Okay, I'll go him.
Oh, Ninjara's cool. I use him quite a bit too. So you can see in the top left and right, they've got all these like different kinds of fists on there. So you got to hit the A button on your right hand there.
Okay, got it.
So each different glove will have a different like aspect to it. So one is going to shoot like 3 little like rocket things at you. The other one's going to be like an actual glove. The other one's going to be
Okay.
like a spinny thing.
Oh, Helix is a DNA. He has DNA arms.
Yes,
Double
he
Helix
does.
arms.
Helix.
I love it.
I like the
We're going
name.
to Ninja College.
Ninja College.
I
I
think that's
applied,
probably where
I got
Ninjara
rejected.
comes from. So you can have a really big heavy arm, which will deflect lighter arms. So the basic is push forward to move forward, push back to move back, right to move right, left to move left. The right trigger is jump on your thumb. The left thumb is dash. So whichever way you're directed there. If you want to block, you bring them both in. You want to punch, just back and forth. So now you're going to pick. You've got your
Okay.
different stuff here. So I got the Ice Dragon, I got the Guardian, I got the
Oh, I can
Lord.
pick what's on each
On each
arm.
Yeah,
arm.
so you get
Yeah.
different on each
Oh
arm.
my gosh! Wow.
So this game actually
so
sold
exciting.
like 2.4 million copies or something. It's one of
Wow.
the top-selling games ever, and I guess it was just an easy entry-level one. Do I like the
This
Guardian?
game may make me get the Switch.
Oh yeah,
Make arms bigger. You can make them bigger. This just.
I think it might be
Why?
cosmetic. Oh wow!
Yeah, I'm going
And then
for
L&R
it.
to start.
Just L and R.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Let's
Okay, this is happening.
Okay. Wait. Woo! I have to like. Oh yeah, I have to move my arms.
If you
Whoa!
do
Okay,
both
well,
punches
okay.
at the same time, it'll
Oh wait. Ah! Oh.
How do you block?
you bring both of it.
Oh wait, I punched in my face. Oh wait. Ah! Yes. Oh, I punched you. This is so fun. Hang on. How do I? Oh, but yes. My tail. I mean, I'm shocked. I'm gonna keep punching. I'm like. Oh wow.
All right, so you get the fire in the bottom right. You see the little fire in the bottom right.
Yeah.
You push L and R. Sorry, L&R. Now you can punch
Whoa. Oh. Okay. And I feel like you're letting me win. Like I'm like the kid sister that's
I
like.
didn't want to play. I still play.
New, so I'm trying. It's okay. Oh, okay, wow. This is a fun game though. Like,
I
okay,
told you.
now you're kind of selling me more on the Switch.
But you can't do this on the Switch Lite, would you?
No.
You actually can connect
But you-
motion controllers on the Switch Lite, so you have to put it on some kickstand and then play this. But for
Okay.
2-player local, that's cool. So,
Yeah, that's true. Okay, well,
switch to
I
the
think
Ice
I'm like,
Dragon.
I feel like I'm not really playing What? Stop it, you move.
That's what this is all about. Really.
I'm like trying to block, but I really. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh no. No.
Oh, you
got him
knocked
out.
me
You
out.
got him out.
Come on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, I'm getting the hang of this. It's just taking me a minute, and I'm forgetting that I can move and stuff.
So the other cool thing you can do in this game.
Whoa.
You can't
Oh,
block the
wow.
throw. Another
Sam,
cool
are
thing
you
you
able
can do
to
is you
bring
can
down
throw.
the game?
As you can. Whoa, no.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
actually curve your punch, so you can have it go outside and then curve around. which when you start getting
Okay,
the
wait.
advanced
I'm starting to
maneuvers-
like get like the.
Yeah, you are
Yeah,
throwing
okay.
the rapid flows here.
Now I'm starting to like figure it out a little.
Woo. Oh, there's the cross.
Yeah, I did. I got. Oh, dang it! I got like.
Boom!
Oh. Oh well, I got your health down that time. I
That's
feel
true.
better
You
about my
definitely did.
performance that second
Yes.
time.
All right, that's
Excellently
2
done.
rounds. Daniel's up.
Yeah, that was so fun.
Okay, so
I like
see,
this one.
she was a little. She's like, I haven't played this one. Yeah,
Renee
Helix
says
is
the
so
game
weird.
is super loud.
Yeah, we got
today.
it.
That's cool.
We got it going on.
Thank you. Well, good.
All
You
right.
guys got to hear Helix being all weird.
How do we start? I don't mind
Change
rematching.
fighter.
I don't mind rematching or change fighter, whatever you want to do.
I want you to beat him. Please beat him.
I haven't been able to beat him at anything this whole time.
True. So far, I'm the resident champion. Don't worry. I think. Well, next week, I think Sam's got to be busy and not going to be around. But possibly the following week after, I'm going to get some 4-player games up in here.
Ooh.
We're going to make Sam come and play.
Press plus to set arms. All right. Oh, I pressed the wrong button.
Hit B. Yeah,
I got it.
Because you can unlock different skins for your stuff as you play a lot and all that stuff.
Ah.
So. All right, so let's see. Should I go Helix again? Or there's Kid Cobra. He looks cool. He's like sagging his pants. Oh, you're picking the
Ooh.
creepy girl, huh?
Yeah,
I like her. I
I
almost picked her.
felt a connection with her stomach, so I said I'm gonna do this.
Also,
there's
she's
nothing
a
creepy
mech.
about
Maybe
that.
she's like Gage from Borderlands.
Oh yeah,
I like the Necromancer.
Necromancer was great. I was what was it, the Psycho for Borderlands 2?
Ooh, Krieg. Yeah, he's
Krieg is
very
great.
OP.
As long as you got support though, but you're soloing.
Yeah,
oof,
yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah, I'm always a siren or mech.
Let's
Yeah.
do this, guys.
Ooh, this looks like a cool little.
Mechanica. I like her name.
All right, so I got
I'm ready to
Toaster.
go.
I got Boomerang.
I got both of the
I got
same.
Tribolt.
Wait, how do I? Got it. I'm gonna go down to there.
You want the squeaky hammer?
Yeah,
I love
bring
it.
it.
Whoa. Whoa, there's like little flying discs here.
Are you both on them? Or...
He's got one right in front of him. He can go get it.
How do I get on
You
it?
got to move forward. Push. Remember, move forward. Push forward to move forward.
Oh yeah. See, I wasn't moving forward at all when I was playing. I missed the vital.
Hold back to move back. Hold right to move right. See, both right, both left, both
Both.
forward.
I'm
Is that a
trying
milk
to.
bottle?
No, that's a health thing. So I stand inside the
Oh.
health arena.
How do
Now
I
I
get
get
out
to
of
heal.
here?
So just push forward. Lean. No, look, you're holding it like this. No, you got to hold them. See how you're holding them sideways?
Okay.
So yeah, your thumb's on the top there.
Oh, okay.
So that's how. Yeah,
I
you
was
go.
holding mine totally wrong the
Yeah.
first round.
There you go. I'll be nice to
you
you too. Come on.
Define nice, because you killed me. So this is a strange
This is a
definition of
good
nice.
death.
Okay. Got it. Let's go.
Ooh, that looked nice. Ooh,
Ooh,
yeah.
Here we go. You just hanging out on the outskirts here?
I'm really
I'm trying
rooting
to-
for Daniel on this one.
Oh no!
Bring it, bring it.
Oh, that was a good hit.
I'm trying to jump forward.
Oh yeah. Oh my! Ow! Oh god!
Ow.
Oh, but
Oh,
like
no.
you're like really hanging in there. Come on.
Oh, look at this. Is Daniel gonna beat me at least a round on something?
I think he is. It's
Come on.
amazing. I'm envious.
Ooh,
Yeah!
Nice. Oh,
We got
There you go.
another one. Here we go. I'm going. Let me try the rockets real quick.
boomerang. Let's try
I
boomerang.
really like the other things. Let's do this. Nope, that's not what I wanted. How do I?
Ooh.
Come on.
Now, Daniel, I noticed you're not on a spinning disc. Is this a stylistic fighting choice?
It
or
is because I can't get
strategic?
on the disc.
Okay. Well, you didn't have to admit that. I was just going to cover for you. Like
And
a
also, it's a good
sportscaster.
strategy because I'm not moving around without somebody else controlling me. Because I don't. Ah!
There
I'm
you
on
go.
a
There
disc.
you go. Just now, bro.
Get out of here!
Oh,
Get out of here!
Oh, that was beautiful combo. I like
See?
that.
I
No.
like that this
Nice.
game is an equalizer. That even though I've played it before, it's like you can button mash on here and have a blast.
Bring it up! Bring it out!
Okay. Yeah,
Get him
yeah.
Oh, you just nullified my special.
That was so beautiful.
Nope. Bring it on!
You have a
Bring it
special.
on!
You have a special, Daniel.
I'm trying to figure out how to activate
You
it.
push the outside thumb
Both
button.
of the outside trigger button thingy do boppers.
Dude, that's exactly. There's a technical term right there.
Yeah, exactly. I came up with that myself. Nintendo should definitely hire me to.
Oh, and
Yes!
Daniel Gutierrez for the win. All right, so now for champion of the noobs, I think.
All right,
Oh, I've got to
guys.
play.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, we're
we'll
doing
try
it.
This.
All right, so that's your lefty. Cool. Here's your
Yeah, look, I figured out right and left this time, Mom. Aren't you proud?
Good job.
righty. You see that? That's Mobcrush history right there. Somebody has defeated Aaron.
Yeah.
How do we
Sanity
get
down.
out of this, sir? Press A?
Oh, go to change fighter.
Going
You have
down
these
to
little
change fighter?
thumbsticks there. Yep. So you have to change the way you hold the controller as you're in between menus to here. Then hit A. Cool.
All
right.
I'll. The belly was definitely a link with me, but I'll try another person. This dude here. He's got
I wanna
hair.
give-
Max Brass. I think he's the bad guy.
You know, I think I'm. Ooh, she looks like she
Oh,
has
that's some
some
crazy hair right
She's
there.
got
ragey pigtails. I like
Yeah.
that. Let's go
Twin
for
tail.
it.
All right. You pick our level.
Not Snake Park. I hate snakes. Let's go to the
Got
DNA
it.
lab.
I
Go
didn't
to
know
the
you were
DNA
Indiana
lab.
Jones.
I am, and I also dressed up as him for career day
Oh, that's a good
in the 4th grade.
Dressed up as Indiana Jones for career day.
Yeah, I
'Cause
have
you wanted to be
pictures
a
of it. Yeah,
archaeologist?
I wanted to be Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah. It's a very specific job.
it seemed
Let's go
doable.
ahead and pick. I'll pick the top two.
So Thunderbird,
Ooh.
Parasol, Chilla. I've generally found that picking two of the same to learn what they do is less confusing than picking one of each different one. You're like, I don't remember which one that one did.
Yeah, that. Oh,
I'm ready.
Whoops. There. Hey. meh. Yes. Why? No.
Left and right.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh gosh. Listen, guys. Listen.
All right.
Whoa.
Oh,
He just like
Daniel's starting off smashing.
waylaid. He's like no mercy.
Oh, you have the parasol. That's actually good because it creates a blockade and then it shoots the blockade at them.
Wow.
So I'm a
Oh
big fan of that
gosh.
one. So your left-handed one is, if you send that one out, it's going to be a blocker, and then you can follow up with the other attack.
Wow.
Boom, there you go. And your right one is like a projectile, fires out a bird that.
Oh,
that comes back
okay.
to
I
you.
see it now. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. See, your parasol won't reach, but your bird will. So they've all got different.
Oh my gosh,
statistics
I
to
love
them.
this. Okay.
You all
Well-
need to start jumping.
I'm trying to jump.
I'm trying to
It's
cross,
your,
but
it's your
that's.
right thumb. There we go.
I'm jumping a little. I'm still trying. Oh my gosh! Come on.
Oh God! Come on! Oh, this is good. Uh-oh. Oh, is she dodged? Oh, she dodged most of them.
Oh my gosh.
You
Hang
still
on.
got
my-
high health. You still got 50% health.
Yes! I won one! I won one!
Oh man.
I'm
That's
really
With the
Excited.
excited.
replay. with
I'm
the
really
replay,
excited. I
look
was
at
like
that.
starting to get it down a
Let
little
me
bit.
go
so.
down to the
I'm
hammer.
gonna keep it the same.
I think your Parasol Thunderbird combo is pretty nice right there.
I think I.
I'm
Yeah,
pressing
yeah.
that- Oh, I'm pressing the wrong buttons.
Oh, that'll do
Whoa!
it. Timber.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Oh,
I'm really
Ree is
excited.
relentless. She's relentless.
Because whenever I figure stuff out, listen, I'm in it. Okay. It takes me a minute to sort it out, but like. Whoa!
Oh, there's health right there. You guys are in there. Don't smash each other when you're getting health. Don't let them keep it.
No! Oh my gosh!
Uh-oh.
Oh no! The
Daniel
tables
has
have turned.
taken the lead.
I was gloating way too much.
Daniel's got a squeaky hammer in his left hand and a boxing glove in his right. Oh, and Reed
Get her,
has
get her,
been
get her quick.
Oh my gosh.
canceled.
Oh, no.
And look who's got the special. Oh, may not even
No,
need
no,
the
no.
special.
No!
Oh, Daniel. Daniel's putting on the pay. Oh, Daniel's got bombed.
Oh my gosh! I don't even
Come on.
know. Come on, go forward, go forward, go forward, go forward, go forward. Wait, go to the side, go forward.
Really?
I feel like if I
Oh,
talk to
man.
her, maybe
I know,
she'll
it might be
do.
happening. Oh, she's getting the
The
combos.
comeback.
Come on, she only needs a couple hits. You're down.
Boom.
He staked
Okay,
it
barely.
around.
At the end, we got one more round. Let's
We're
do this.
very
You guys are making this
close.
one exciting. This is
Okay, guys, I just need one more win.
Yeah, Switch does have motion sensors too. The ones you snap off to the side. It's pretty great.
I did not even.
You can use the motion sensor for Mario Kart, but it sucks.
I really like the
Do not
squeaky
like
hammer,
it.
guys.
The squeaky hammer? You should
Yeah.
have two squeaky hammers. Oh, because she blocks it and then it goes up. and
Yes!
then smacks
Yes!
it.
Yes!
Ooh.
Ah!
Oh, big
Oh my
combo.
god.
Yes.
So as you guys learn, I think Daniel's starting to learn how to curve his things around your blockade.
Yeah.
Which is pretty smart. Oh, Daniel, you do have a special.
I'm trying to get that special going.
It's the outside thumbsticks, not the top thumbsticks. It's
Come
the two on
on.
the outside. There it is. Fire.
Oh, crap.
Oh man! Oh, now it's getting close. Oh, she gets another one. Oh, he already stole it.
Bring it.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, it's close. It's close. Who's gonna get this last bar?
Come
Everybody
on.
here.
Come on.
Oh, there's birds flying. There's hammers swinging. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Come on.
Oh!
Come on.
Oh!
No.
That was down to
That was so
the
close.
last hit.
Folks.
Oh, that was good.
That was so
Folks,
close.
that was
Daniel
great.
wins the crown, which is actually a wig of hair.
Yeah, it was
GG.
one string.
GG.
One string. Well,
GG.
before
And
we
an
go
F.
out, though, I want to shout out to my old podcast. At the beginning, we had a game, and I would like to play this game with you.
Okay.
Oh, yes. The audio podcast.
So you can't play this anywhere else, but you can play at home because you are probably you may have you may be good for one aspect, but not the other. So go ahead and play at home. This game is a fun game called Shitcoin or Pokemon. Dun, 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 dun. Here's the thing. A lot of blockchain projects have really strange names that sound like Pokemon. And a lot of Pokemon have names that sound like blockchain projects. So can you tell the difference between the two? Are you ready?
Oh,
How's
God.
your Pokemon game, Ree?
There are 14.
All I know is what I know from catching Pokemon on Pokemon Go.
That's
Okay.
still good. Still
That's
good.
but that's going to be like first gen.
All right. So
we'll see.
we have 14
You keep
names
score
total.
here?
I'm keeping score
Okay.
here. All right. Ready? Your first one up. Latius.
How's it spelled?
Latius.
Don't ask to be used in a sentence.
What's the country of origin? I'm just kidding. I'm going to go shitcoin.
Pokemon.
Wow, I would have gone Shitcoin too. All right.
Artfinity.
Shitcoin?
Shitcoin.
Okay.
Yay,
I
okay.
was gonna, if they have a Pokemon named Artfinity, they're just phoning it in at
Yeah.
this point.
Iota.
Shitcoin.
Correct. Very
I
good.
own some of that shit.
I feel like I've heard
Most
of
of
that
us
one.
own some
Yeah.
Shitcoin. Frostless.
Pokemon.
Correct.
Nice.
Turnio.
How's it spelled?
Ternio.
Shitcoin?
Correct.
I signed up for the airdrop of that thing. I think it's a dead project now. Actually, no, I think they still email me.
Ave. AAVE. Ave.
Pokemon.
Shitcoin.
Wow, not heard of that one.
Cherubi.
Cherubi? Like
Cherubi.
Ruby with a CH?
Cherubi.
Oh, Pokemon.
That is
I know
correct.
that one.
That is correct.
Oh.
Bibarel.
Bibarel. Pokemon.
Correct.
Wow.
Azelf.
Pokemon.
Correct.
Ooh, Reed,
Cortex.
racking it up.
Shitcoin.
Wow. Good job.
Woo.
Propy.
How's it spelled?
Propy.
Oh, Pokemon?
Shitcoin.
that's tough.
Embor.
Oh, Pokemon.
Correct. Substratum.
Shitcoin?
Yep.
Correct. Drapion.
Pokemon.
Correct. You have 11 out of 14.
Damn.
Wow! I didn't.
Very
okay,
good
so I
job.
know them better than I thought.
You're
I
on
would.
the
Okay.
board.
Yeah.
You're on the board. The first 4 are video live podcast. Guys, we have lots of Shitcoin or Pokemon on our audio podcast. It's really fun.
There's some fun ones on there.
Definitely
for
check
sure.
it out. Follow us on YouTube. Like and subscribe on YouTube, Facebook, DLive. Go to
Mixer.
a
Ninja's Mixer.
Yes, Ninja's Mixer. If you go to his Twitch, you'll find my other stuff.
Whoa. Obscure reference.
And also, definitely check out our podcast. Give us some reviews, some subscriptions. Ask us questions. Shout us out. If you send us a video question on our Instagram at Coinboys Podcast, we will definitely love to answer those.
Yeah, and keep an eye on our Twitter because I know we were still talking some time slots here. Once we we might
Get going.
change up a little bit.
So we next week is TBD as to what's going to happen, but we'll definitely be at least be here in 2 weeks. We'll see what's going on.
That's true.
But
I'm
just-
going to do some game code giveaways, some Steam game codes. I also have a Switch, Toe Jam and Earl on the Switch code. So we're going to be announcing that on Twitter. And then we're going to have the actual drawing. So people are going to have to be watching the live stream to make that happen.
Yes.
So keep an eye on our Twitter.
We'll try to make a
Coin Boys
live
Podcast.
stream so that way you can actually watch it instead of the middle of the day. But thank
That's
you
right.
guys for joining us in the middle of the day.
Yes.
I am at DGutierrez84 on Twitter. Daniel Gutierrez.
I am at Reanimator on Twitter, Twitch, Insta, all of the things.
And I am at Sanity Crypto on Twitter and Instagram.
Yes, and again, at Coinboys Podcast on all social media. Sam, where can people find you?
Hey, you can find me at Sam Proof on every platform, and I'm going to start doing a live stream trivia game scheduled TBD.
Nice.
Ooh,
keep
I
an
love
eye on
trivia.
Sam.
There you go. Guys, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you soon. Check us out.
All right, catch you later, guys.
Bye.